Hello dear students, in last class we discussed what is cross product and what are the properties of cross product. So cross product is also called vector product. Okay, listen. Then what are the properties of vector product of two vectors or cross product of two vectors? Properties. So first property is that the vector product of two vectors does not obey the commutative law. Vector product of or cross product of two vectors does not obey commutative law. Does not obey commutative law. Commutative law. Say P cross Q is equal to minus of Q cross P. Minus of Q cross P. So what it means? The cross product of P and Q is not equal to the cross product of Q and P. Okay, see. P cross Q is equal to minus of Q cross P. Hence, it does not obey the commutative law. So, for example, let us consider there is a screw. This screw is rotated from P to Q. So, let us consider this is a screw, and this screw is rotated from where to where? This screw is rotated from P to Q. It is rotated from P to Q. Then angle between the two vectors can be taken as theta. Then the tip of the screw will be advanced in which direction? Upward direction. That is in upward direction. In which direction the screw is rotating? The screw is rotating from P to Q. The tip of this screw can be advanced in which direction? Upward direction. The resultant of vector P and vector Q can be written as vector R is equal to P cross Q. Vector R is equal to P cross Q. Suppose to be the rotation is from Q to P. The rotation is from Q to P. Then this screw, tip of the screw will be advanced in which direction? Downward direction. Then the rotation from where to where? That is from Q to P. Means Q to P. The tip of the screw will be moving in which direction? Downward direction. Hence, the cross product of Q and P can be taken in which direction? Downward direction. That is why I will take here Q cross P. That is equal to minus of R. Why there is a minus R? Because here the tip of the screw will be moving in which direction? Downward direction. Downward direction can be represented by negative and upward direction can be represented by positive. Hence, the vector product of two vectors does not obey the commutative law. What it means? P cross Q is equal to minus of Q cross P. Hence, it does not obey the commutative law. Hence, next, second property. The cross product or vector product of two like vectors. Two like vectors means the angle between them is 0. Cross product of two like vectors. Two like vectors. So what are the like vectors here? These are the vectors which are in the same direction. Which are in the same direction means the angle between the two like vectors is how much? That is 0 degree. Theta is 0 degree. Now, let us take P cross Q is equal to P cross Q is equal to the magnitude of vector P into magnitude of vector Q into sine of theta. Means sine of angle between them. What is the angle between vector P and vector Q for the like vectors? That is 0 degree. Na? Then sine 0 is 0. Hence, this answer can be 0. Then it gives the null vector. That is P cross Q. So, the cross product of two like vectors gives the null vector. Null vector means it is a vector whose magnitude is 0. Okay. Next, number 3. The cross product of two perpendicular vectors. Cross product of two perpendicular or orthogonal vectors. Orthogonal vectors means the angle between the two vectors is 90 degree. Orthogonal vectors or perpendicular vector means the angle between two vectors is how much? 90 degree. So theta is equal to 90 degree. Then the cross product of two vectors can be written as P cross Q. So how to read this one? P cross Q means the rotation is from P to Q. If Q cross P is there, the rotation is from Q to P. Then see the magnitude of vector P into magnitude of vector Q into sine of angle between them. What is the angle between the orthogonal vectors? That is 90 degree. Then I will write that is sine of 90 degree into normal unit vector n cap. Okay. So sine 90 is how much? Sine 90 is 1. Then we can write the magnitude of vector P into magnitude of vector Q into unit vector n cap. Then it is the cross product of two orthogonal vectors. Orthogonal vectors means here perpendicular vectors. Now, in today's class we will discuss the cross product of unit vectors. The cross product of unit vectors. And one more property is there. So the cross product obeys the distributive law. The cross product obeys the distributive law. So already we discussed about this one. Now, the cross product or the vector product of orthogonal unit vectors. Orthogonal unit vectors means here perpendicular unit vectors. Next one, cross product of unit vectors. So first we discuss the cross product of two same unit vectors. First one, cross product of two same unit vectors. Two same unit vectors. For example, the cross product of I and I, the cross product of J and J, and the cross product of K and K. What are the unit vectors? These are the vectors which are taken along the particular axis and which can be used to represent the particular direction, and its magnitude is how much? 1. What is a unit vector? Unit vector is nothing but it is a vector whose magnitude is 1 and which can be used to represent the direction. Okay. Then the cross product of two same unit vectors. That is I cross I. Then next J cross J. Next K cross K. That can be taken as 0. So why this can be taken as 0 here? I cross I means here it is the cross product of two same vectors. Two same vectors means these two vectors taken along the same direction. See, along the x-axis we are going to take which unit vector? That is the unit vector I cap. Then how many unit vectors are there? Two unit vectors are there now. Along the x-axis, how many unit vectors taken here? Two unit vectors. I cap and I cap. The cross product of I and I that gives 0. Listen. I cross I that is equal to the magnitude of unit vector I into magnitude of unit vector I into sine of 0 degree. Why here 0 degree? Because these two are same vectors, means these two vectors are taken along the which axis? X-axis only. Along the x-axis means the angle between these two vectors can be taken as 0, then sine 0 is 0. Hence the cross product of two same vectors is 0. And similarly J cross J, that is 0, K cross K, that is also 0. So what we have to remember here, the cross product of two same unit vectors is always 0. Next, second one, cross product of perpendicular unit vectors. Cross product of perpendicular unit vectors or orthogonal unit vectors. Orthogonal unit vectors. What are orthogonal unit vectors? These are the vectors which are mutually perpendicular to each other. So let us consider the unit vector taken along the x-axis, that is I cap, unit vector taken along the y-axis, that is j cap, and unit vector taken along the z-axis, that is k cap. And all unit vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other. So I is the unit vector taken along the x-axis, and j is the unit vector taken along the y-axis, and k is the unit vector taken along the z-axis. Now we have to take the cross product of I and j. The cross product of I and j, that gives the vector k. So see here, I cross j. I cross j. The cross product of I and j means the rotation is from I to j. The rotation is from I to j. Then the new vector is taken along the z-axis, that is unit vector k. Then I cross j can be taken as k. Suppose the rotation is from j to I. J to I. Then what happens? We can write j cross I. The rotation is from I to j, that can be written as I cross j, that is equal to vector k. The rotation of I to j, that gives the vector k. Then if the rotation is from j to I, then that gives the another vector, that is vector k, but in which direction? Negative direction, that can be taken as minus k cap. Minus k cap. Next, I cross j over, next j cross k. The rotation from j to k. We can write j cross k is equal to, that is unit vector I cap. If the rotation is from k to j, means we can write k cross j, that is equal to minus I cap. Minus of I cap. Then next, the rotation is from I to j over, j to k over, then k to I. The rotation is from k to I. Then the new vector is along which axis? Y axis. Then the unit vector can be taken as j cap. From where to where? K to I. The rotation is from k to I. Then the resultant vector is unit vector j cap. Then if the rotation is from I to k, then this will be moved downward direction, means along the negative negative y axis. Negative y axis means here we are going to take the unit vector minus j. Then I cross k. That is equal to minus j. Okay. Once again remember here, the cross product of two orthogonal unit vectors gives the another unit vector, that is, for example, I cross j gives k. Then next j cross k gives I. Then k cross I gives j. Okay. So how to remember this cross product here? The cross product of two same vectors is always 0. Same unit vectors is always 0. Same. Suppose I will take it as unit vector I, and it is unit vector j, and it is unit vector k. Then now, the cross product of I and j means here I cross j. The cross product of I and j can be written as I cross j, means I to j, means I cross j means here I to j. That gives the unit vector k. Next, the cross product of j and k means j to k. That gives the unit vector I cap. So once again remember here, the cross product of I to j, that gives the unit vector k. Then the cross product of j to k, that gives the unit vector I. Then the cross product of k to I, that gives the unit vector j. In which direction? That can be taken is in clockwise direction. I to j means k cap, j to k means I cap, then k to I means j cap. See, I to j means k cap. Next, j to k means that gives I cap. Next, k to I that gives the j cap. So that can be taken is in which direction? Clockwise direction. In anti-clockwise direction, I will take j to I. I will start from here. J to I. J to I. J to I that gives minus p. Minus p in anti-clockwise direction. Next, I to k. So now we are going to take from I to k. I to k, the cross product of I to k gives the minus j cap. Minus j cap. See, k cross I plus j cap, but I cross k, that is minus j cap. Next, I to k over na. Next, k to j in anti-clockwise direction. The cross product from k to j. K to j that is minus I cap. Minus of I cap. Okay. So this is about the cross product of two orthogonal unit vectors. Remember this chart. Okay. I cross j plus k, but j cross I minus k. See, j cross I minus k. Then j cross k plus I, but k cross j minus I. Then k cross I plus j, but I cross j minus k. Remember this chart. But I cross I, j cross j, and k cross k, that can be taken as 0. So let us consider an example. Cross product of two vectors. Cross product of two vectors. Example. See, let us consider the vector A, that is 2i plus 3j minus 4k. And another vector B, that is 3i plus 4j plus 3k. So let us find the cross product of vector A and vector B. See here, 2, 3 and minus 4 are the x, y and z components of the vector A. Then next, 3, 4 and 3 are the x, y and z components of the vector B. We have to find the cross product of vector A and vector B. See, A cross B. So A cross B means here A to B. B cross A means here B to A. Then say, what about A? A is nothing but 2i plus 3j minus 4k. Minus of 4k. Cross. Don't read this one as into, read this one as cross, because we are going to discuss the cross product of two vectors. Now, vector B can be 3i plus 4j plus 3k. Now let us take the cross product. See, according to distributive law, 2 into 3. 2 into 3, that is 6. No? Then I cross I. This can be written as I cross I. Next, 2 into 4. So this is plus, plus into plus. 2 into 4, that is A. Then I cross J. This is I cross J. We are going to take the cross product of vectors only. Okay. Next, 2 into 3. Plus 2 into plus 3, that is plus 6. 6 into I cross K. So this is the cross product of first term of the first bracket with the second bracket. Now next, the cross product of the second term of the first bracket with the second bracket. Next, see, plus into plus then 3 into 3, that is 9. Then this can be written as j cross I. J cross I. J cross I. Next 3 into plus 4. Plus 3 into plus 4, that is plus 12. That is plus 4. 3 into 4, that is 12. Na? Then j cross g. Into j cross g. Next, plus 3 into plus 3, 9. 9 into j cross k. 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 Okay. Then it is the cross product of second term of the first bracket with the second bracket. Next, the cross product of last term of the first bracket with the second bracket now. So minus into plus minus. Minus. So minus 4 into plus 3, that is minus 12. Then it is k cross I. Then it is k cross I. K cross I. Next. Then minus 4 into plus 4, that is minus 16. Minus of 16. Then k cross g. K cross g. K cross g. Then next. Minus into plus minus 4 into 3, 12, that is minus 12. Then k cross k. Okay, this is about the cross product of first vector A and vector D. Okay, now what about I cross I? I cross I is 0 na? And j cross j, that is also 0 na? And k cross k, that is also 0. Then the cross product of two same unit vectors is 0. I cross I 0, then j cross j 0, and also k cross k 0. Then what about I cross j? I cross j is nothing but k. Already I said on table, one chart. I cross j can be taken as k. Next, j cross k, that can be taken as I. Then k cross I, that can be taken as j. Okay, so those can be taken in clockwise order. Already I said. Okay, now I cross j is nothing but plus k. Okay, then I cross k cross I plus k, but I cross k, that is minus j. Then it is plus k and it is minus j. Okay, I will substitute here. This is 0, 6 into 0 plus. Then what about I cross j? I cross j is nothing but k cap. So that is 8k cap. Then plus 6 into I cross k. But k cross I plus j means I cross k means it is minus j. So we can write this one as 6 into minus j cap. 6 into minus j cap plus 9. Then j cross I. I cross j plus k. But j cross I minus k. See. J cross I minus k. Then k cross j minus I. Next, I cross k, that is minus j. So remember this chart. Okay. Now, so plus 9 into what about j cross I? J cross I is nothing but the minus of k. And it is minus k. Over. Next, j cross j 0 means 12 into 0. Then next plus j cross k plus I. So that can be written as 9 into I cap. Next, minus 12 k cross I. What about k cross I? K cross I plus j. Next, minus of 16. minus of 16. K cross J. J cross K plus I. K cross J minus I. Then it is K cross J. K cross J means here minus I. Minus of minus I. Then minus 12 into J. Minus 12 into J. Okay. Then on solving this one, we will get 6 into 0, 0. Then A cross B is equal to 6 into 0, 0. Then 8K. So how many K's are there? 2. 8K minus 9K. 8K minus 9K, that can be written as minus K cap. It is minus K cap. It is 8K and it is plus into minus. Minus 9K. So 8K minus 9K, that is minus of K. Okay. Next. Minus of 6J. Minus of 6J and minus of 12J. Minus of 6J minus of 12J, that is minus of 18J. Minus of 18J. Next, J over. Next, I. 9I minus into minus plus 16I. 9I plus 16I, that is 25I. Plus 25I. See, 9 plus 16. 9 plus 16, that is 25. 25 I cap, because minus into minus, that is plus. Then we can write this one as 25 I cap minus 18 J cap minus of K cap. So this is the cross product of two vectors. Listen here, the cross product of two same unit vectors is 0, but the cross product of two orthogonal unit vectors gives another unit vector. Okay, remember that chart.